What's up, guys, and welcome to another video, and let's get ready to wake up and react to another episode of Torture. Made in Abyss, Season 2, Episode 8. Last week was pretty rough. Reading my comments, it seems like a lot of people were affected, and it's funny, like, usually those videos only get, like, I don't know, maybe, like, around, like, 4,000 views a week. That one got, the last time I checked was, like, sometime yesterday, and that video was episode 7 of season 2 was sitting at around 17,000 views, which is a lot more than I usually get. So I don't know if it's just gonna be a one-off thing, but I'm hoping this week it stays like that. And if that means I have to go through torture one more time, sure, why not? I mean, God, last week was messed the fuck up. So they're eating her babies. So you guys were explaining it to me. Yeah, I don't think the anime did a great job of explaining it. It's kind of like left up in it's kind of like they expected you to be able to fill in the blanks yourself, which I guess that's thinking highly of us as viewers, but I'm stupid. So anyway, so if I'm understanding correctly based on all of your comments, what happened to her, which is why they think it's better if a child makes a wish because it's less complex, you have less desire, like, I don't know if I should say less desires, but yeah, probably, like, the things that you want are just more kind of straightforward, and when you're an adult, things are complicated, there are shades of gray, like, you've got guilt and this and whatever weighing on your mind, but they didn't take into account this girl's been through some traumatic things in her life. So anyway, so she wanted to be accepted. She wanted to be accepted by her family, right? And she wasn't accepted because she couldn't have children. More than anything, she wanted to be loved. She wanted to be able to have children, but just the reason she wanted to have children is because she wanted to be loved. She didn't want to be sick anymore. Well, she's not sick. She doesn't feel any pain. That was another, so I'm assuming that might have something to do with, like, why her body looks the way that it does, and, like, the pain mixed with the fact that, like, her physiology has changed so that she can now have children, and that she wants them to be able to eat, right? Well, she makes the babies, she's a mom, they don't last long, they die. Now everyone in the village has something to eat. And not only was she cured, she also probably wanted all of her friends cured, and her babies are the cure for all of their illnesses. Well, they all have the same one, so their illness. He was right. Wazukian was right when he said that she will be our salvation or something like that. I don't know if that's the exact way that he worded it, but did he not look like some just, like, religious nut, if you will? I'm sorry, there's probably a better term for that, but this is why I don't fuck with religion. I'm not religious. Religion scares me. Because you just that dark side of it is just like, when people use religion as an excuse to do whatever they want. Ugh. Oh God, some dark shit be happening. Oh my God. I got way more stitches than I thought I was gonna get. If you guys want to see, you can't see it, but you can see how big the thing is. It's like, I think it's bleeding. I don't know if that's, maybe not, but it's like stitches literally from here all the way over to there. It hurts. And she said not to, like, bend over, like, don't bend your back. And it's just really hard not to do that, especially when I have to, like, sit in a chair and edit and record. And then my grandma's living with me, and, like, she's constantly asking me, oh my God, now I gotta rip this string off my leggings. She's constantly asking me to bend over and, like, grab things for her, and I'm just kind of like, I know you bend with your knees, but I'm, like, trying to, like, arch my back so that I'm not, like, stretching it. So I'm constantly trying to, like, that's the opposite of what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to tuck your pelvis in, but I'm constantly having to, like, push it back. It's just, it's really awkward anyway. But that's what I'm going through. So if you see me kind of, like, sitting weirdly in the chair, it's because I'm trying to find a good position where it's not, like, stretching my stitches. Because she said, don't stretch it. that's how you're gonna get bad scarring, and I don't want that to happen. So it looks ugly. If you guys want to see it, I can post a picture of it later. Let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll post it on my Instagram. But anyway, other than that, let's jump into the reaction, guys. It's only something she can ask of you. What? Oh god, don't tell me it's more baby shit. She gonna rip one of her arms off or something? Did she rip her ear off? Her arm? What? It'll just grow back, won't it? Chills again, dude. What can Reg give her? Death? Can he kill her? How are you just like so okay with it, bro? He's just like, he hasn't even batted an eye. It's weird. That's not, no, that logic, no. He's fine, he's one of us. No! Whatever your version of fine is, bro, is fucked up. He's psychologically, like, he's in pain. You fucked him up. Not every day? That's what she looks like now? And you just keep taking them from her, like she doesn't even... He's got like no heart. What the hell's wrong with him? Oh my god. Oh, I can't stand him. There is something wrong with you, dude. How are you so unfazed by this? Is it just what he tells himself? Like, alright, I'll be the monster to save everyone else. I don't care. Or he doesn't even care. Like, he just doesn't feel anything. If you take it out, what will happen? What? Are you serious? Was she gonna die without that second egg or something? But you didn't know what it would do to her. Yeah, what was her second wish? Which is what? What would she wish for? Being in that state, I'd want to be normal again. What the hell? Oh, shit, she's protecting them. She's probably absorbing them, yeah, but... Oh, gosh. Well, you don't have to be. If you ascend, you don't have to be. Is that kind of looks like the barrier you walk through to get to their home. Is this where... Oh my god. He's gonna transform. They're all gonna do it. He went first. You guys want it to look like that? God, that's the last thing I'd want. I'd jump off a fucking cliff and kill myself. Did she not go in there? She had to have, because how else would she get those abilities? But is she really? Maybe it's what he wished for. But it wouldn't make sense, right? Because she's the one holding it. I don't know. I'm confused. Yo, she's me, dude. I would have jumped off a cliff too. I'd rather die than live like that. And keep willingly willingly participating in what they're doing to her. No, she turns into a beautiful creature, but what? How? He won't even let her die? That's her choice to make. You forced her inside? No. For what? This is where you were meant to be. That's how you feel. But is that how everyone else feels? Call out to a lot of people, yeah. Rico, for sure. So really, he just needs you to keep her calm so that they can keep using her. Keep her content, keep her happy. Wow. It's about to hatch. She's gonna hatch from that egg, I know, but what does that mean her wish was? Your final child. That's Iramui's child? No, I wouldn't either. I'd kill them all. Oh. They do look like them somewhat.
自分が何度でも名前をつけるから。君は少し暖かいね。じゃあリクも眠れなくても子守歌を歌うから。もう喋れなくなっちゃったお母さんの代わりに何度でも末の妹のことが心配なんだね。優しいイルミュイの子供たち、心配で
So sad.
子守歌を歌うから。何度でも名前を呼ぶから。全部忘れないように。何度でも。
So does...
ファプトは何をするつもり
I
な
don't
の？
know.
母親の会
Free her mom?
この村を滅ぼす。
Because the village is her mom, really, yeah.
この村の幕を越えて入ってこられないから。
Oh.
ずっと方法を探してるみたいだけど。
Is that what she wants Reg to help her do? Destroy it?
そういうことなのよ。
Yeah.
お姫様の願いはイルミュイの願いだもん。止めるなんてできやしないよ。
But that's her mom's wish. It doesn't have to be hers.
あなたは
But I get it. It's complicated. Like, oh, we have a couple seconds left. I'll wait.
しようとしているの？
Do you want to leave? You should leave here. Fuck this village.
ただ一つだけだよ。
For what? For Papa to be happy? For Irimu to be happy?
あの子のことを忘れたくないだけ。
Well, that's easy. You don't have to forget about her. There's no after credit scene, right? 'Cause I missed one with Overlord the other day. Okay, no. Wow. What a backstory. Fuck. It's kidding me again. Fabuta. No. I'm sorry. You're a Mui. She gave every part of herself for the village. Every part. Her children unwillingly too. They like, and that's the other thing that makes me sick to my stomach is that like she like most of this wasn't even like voluntary. He did what he wanted to her, Wazukyan. Like he forced her into all of these situations. He forced a second egg inside of her. Made her their home where they'd be safe, protected. Like she didn't have, he didn't, it's almost like you didn't even see her as a person. She was just a tool to him. Yet he would like talk about her like he cared about her feelings. So you need to stay here, Waco. You are what she wants. You're what she longs for. You're her home. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. You're her deepest connection. It's like it's still like he admits that like he did what he did because he wanted to protect the village, but you did that at the cost of a child. She already had a terrible life. Exiled. Her family literally wanted nothing to do with her just because she couldn't have children. She was just treated like nothing, abandoned. She said, I don't want to be abandoned again. She's abandoned. And then she's just used. Babies eaten. Killed while they're still alive. Ripped out of her arms. She only has those few precious minutes or an hour or whatever. With them, you couldn't just wait. No. The meat's more precious. More valuable. It heals us more. Heals better when it's fresh. The fresher it is, the more potent it is. The better its effects. It's like he had no emotion. It's like he had just turned the switch off and just was operating based on logic. You know what I mean? Like, sacrifice this one person no matter how much they have to suffer to save all of these people. Sure, easy choice. There was just no heart in it. Even when he was saying those things about Waco and Iramui and their relationship, he didn't feel those things. He was just saying it like it's a fact. Like, she cares about you in this way. Like reading a story. Like, but it had no, he just wasn't affected by any of it. He used her again and again and again. And her final wish, I love that. Her final wish in secret, she finally had a baby. Finally, she was able to have a baby. And I don't even know, she has no consciousness, so it's like she didn't even get to see her. Oh my god. And then all of those things, the goo that we saw with Waco in her prison, in Iramui's mind, in the pit. Pit's not really, I thought it was just some regular pit's her mind. It would make sense that that's where she should belong, the closest part of her. If you were gonna put her anywhere inside of her. Not that she should be anywhere in her anyway. But she was with all of her children, their souls. I don't know if those were her children who had died, their souls, or if they were like unborn, or I don't know, like I don't know what she said. But like still, like to me, like what went through my mind is like if a mother like had a baby and it was stillborn or something, you know, and it's like, or you had a miscarriage or something, like you're seeing your baby's soul. And on behalf of Iramui, because she can't speak, you know, she has no consciousness, Boy goes naming every single one. It's just so sweet. Iramui and Boy go over each other's home. It's beautiful. It's heartbreaking. Fucking, I can't stop crying. Fuck. Damn it. And then Bailiff, like, just totally he was destroyed inside. He just couldn't handle the fact that, like, he wanted the babies more than anything. He just, like, his body just desired it. Like, he was so hungry, he was so thirsty that he just was craving it so much. It was hard to resist, almost like, you know, when it was like an addiction. It was hard to fight, but then it's like after he had, like, it's almost like after you take the drugs, then you just feel so low, so bad about yourself. Like, why did I give in? Why did I do this? Like, that's how he was feeling. That's what it reminds me of. And so he just like, just take me, absorb me. Like, he didn't want to live that way anymore with that guilt that just like, ugh. And then what does he do? He turns into that. She changed all of them. She took away their human form. It's almost like a rebirth. I don't even know if they would have remembered their life before that. It seems like Wazukyan does. I don't know if Bailiff does. Maybe they do all remember, but being reborn like that, it's just their chance to just, I guess, start over. And, you know, moving forward, we're disregarding the old way we used to live. It is no more. We can't live that way anymore. In this pit, in this abyss, this is our new home. This is where we belong, and we're gonna start living differently, different rules, just a completely different way of life that any outsider is just never gonna understand. Never. And for him to say that compass, as soon as she showed it to me, I felt this homesickness. So it does seem like people are just, I don't know if it's everyone, but certain people do seem like they are just called to this abyss. Like, maybe they really do belong there. I don't know. I can only speak for the certain people who have said it, but it seems like Riko and Wazukyan they're one of them. I just don't think that Riko would go to those lengths, at least not yet. She is 12. But I don't think she'd go to those lengths that Wazukyan did. Like, she still has a conscience. She still has that moral compass code, whatever. It just really felt like He knew what right and wrong was, but he just didn't care. Like, he just felt nothing. Anyway, and then, you know, trying to convince... So we know Faputa's goal now. We know her wish is to destroy this village, to save her mom, or really to kill her mom. I don't know, like put her mom out of her misery. It reminds me of Mitty. So that people can stop using her. And she can't get into the village. She can't approach it because of what she is, I guess she said. Not a great explanation. I don't really understand that. Something to do with the 3 eggs that she has in her, I guess. And so I'm assuming maybe that's what she wants Reg's help for. Like, his incinerator could destroy that village entirely. But Rico's like, well, maybe we can convince her not to. You know, that was her mom's wish. What's her wish? She's taken on the wish, like, all the suffering, all the pain she felt. She felt it, what her mom felt. Her siblings. She's living on for the rest of them. Like, I like what Waco said. Like, I want her to go off on her own journey, her own adventures. Figure out who she is and what she wants. Don't live for somebody else, you know? She is a miracle, just what she is. She's certainly fucking weird, and she's a little bit too rough, but I'm certain that shit can be straightened out. We could tell her, like, yo, 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 yo. She's just so feral. Like, she hasn't been, you know, exposed to, like, civilization, like, well, that civilization from the top. Like, this is so barbaric down here. You just need to expose her to, like, your ways of life and, like, what is right, what your versions of what right and wrong are, and, you know, hey, this hurts. We don't like pain. We don't want to hurt, right? So let's not do that. We don't hurt friends. Like, you gotta teach her all those things. So, I don't know, maybe she'll become part of the group. But damn, why does everyone who becomes part of the group have to have such a tragic backstory? Nanachi too. Fuck. I don't know what's worse. This or Nanachi. This is so fucked up, bro. This is so fucked up. I guess I would give the edge to this situation was just way more fucked up. Like, weird and fucked up. Nanachi, I feel like, was more like, it was still a really fucked up situation, but I could see, like, I feel like she was more emotionally scarred, you know? Because her best friend literally died so that she could well, not died, but, like, mutilated, had to accept and take on the pain so that Nanachi would survive the ascension, and, like, being in that place and helping Bandru, like, kill all these people and make them into cartridges and, you know, carve them up and whatever, and then, you know, killing her friend because she wanted to put her out of her misery. Like, I don't know if Faputa, like, has all of those memories or not, but if she does, then I don't know. Why am I trying to compare someone else's pain to someone else's? You can't measure that. That's an immeasurable oh my god, I can't say it. An immeasurable thing. How can you compare someone else's trauma to another person's? No one's gonna understand that trauma or feel that trauma more or in the way that they do, you know, like, only they can. Only they can. So it's just something you can't assess. I feel bad for her. But I agree with what Waco said. I want her to do her own thing. Figure out what she wants. It is wrong. So fucking wrong what they did to you and your mom. Without a doubt. Without a doubt for you. To your mom and your siblings. But I don't know. They deserve to die. They do. I don't even want to save them. But I don't know if everyone in that village was from that time, you know. There have probably been people who have come along the way who don't even know what that is. They don't even know that's your mom. They're just there. They're just existing. They don't, you know. It seems like a lot of these people don't know who she is. Oh, that's the Hollow Princess. They want more than anything to be her, but fear her more than anything. Do they fear her because... I still don't get that. Do you guys get it? They probably want her. Maybe they want the wish. the egg, but at the same time, do they fear the egg because they don't know what will happen to them once they make that wish? The consequences of making a wish are pretty severe. I just keep thinking about the fact that, like, that Faputa is Iramui's miracle child. It's just like, oh, and I don't even want to be a mom, but that shit, like, is really getting to me. I can't say that. I think that your pets are like your children. I would die for my cat. I would literally die. I would jump in front of a car for him. I no second thoughts. I would take the hit. I would run out, pick him up as I'm running, and throw him. He'll be fine. At least he'll be in the ditch somewhere. He will not ever. There's no chance in hell I'm not running in front of a car for my cat. No. I would kill a bitch. If anyone dared put a finger or put a hand on my cat, you're dead. Like that. That's how a mom feels. Like, you would do anything for your kid. You'd take a hit for your kid. You want to. When I see people, like, mistreating my siblings and bullying them, I want to beat the shit out of them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing. So, like, maybe that's what I'm thinking about. Like, because I feel like Coda's my miracle. Oh, fuck, I'm getting emotional now. Shit. Because when I got him, I didn't think he was going to survive. You know? And so I'm, like, relating, like, she kept losing her babies. My cat, man, like, he went through it when I got him. He went through it. As much as he pisses me off, I would do anything for that cat. Anyway, it is a blessing every day that he's here. So, I feel bad for Faputa. I can't even imagine going through something like that. The pain. Child after child, and then your friends are eating them. Like, yes, it's healing them, but at the same time, like, this man is ripping them from your arms. You don't even get to be with them in their final moments. And then you just feel like there's something wrong with you. Like, yeah, I can have babies, but none of them survive. Like, you're not meant to be a mom. You're a bad mother, something. Oh my god, I need to stop. I could cry forever. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna end the video, and I'm gonna keep crying. Anyway, remember to, like, share. I'm gonna go find my cat and give him a hug. I think I let him outside. I'm gonna go, like, Coda! And he's gonna hate me. And then I'm gonna keep giving him a bunch of kisses. I always give him kisses right on his nose. Anyway, okay. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video. And if you guys want full reactions, you can catch that on my Patreon. The link for that is in the description below, so please check that out and sign up to support the channel. And if there's something that I missed and that I didn't talk about, please let me know in the comments below. We will talk about it there. Because I'm sure a lot went over my head. Alright, so, like, as I'm editing, I think I'm starting to understand a little bit more of what's going on, so I don't know where I'm going to put this in the review, maybe at the end, right after I was crying, so it's going to seem kind of abrupt, but, so the reason Bailiff went up to Iramui before, you know, it was the village, you know, right before he went inside, he's like, just consume me, soul, bones, everything, in all. And I just can't be human anymore. Because he was being bogged down by it. He just couldn't handle the amount of just the psychological distress that just comes with being human emotions. He just couldn't deal with it anymore. And so he said, I can't be human anymore. I don't want to be human. Pretty much, I interpreted it at first as he wanted to die. But now, when I'm rewatching it, I think it's just that he didn't care if he turned into something else. He wanted to be something else. Something that wouldn't have to feel these things that he was feeling. This guilt, disgust with himself. You know, just this inner conflict and turmoil that just wouldn't go away. He just couldn't do it anymore. And for all the villagers, you know, they don't want to be human anymore either. It's hell out there in this world. It's too hard to survive here. And I think to survive here, they feel like they must become something else. And for Wazukian, you know, he does explain that everyone in this group, in this little clan, they're misfits. They're people who didn't fit in or were abandoned or weren't given a home in the world outside of the abyss. So, you know, they see this place as their home, or Iramui as their home. So they're using her body. They used this child to achieve everything that they wanted, to get away with the sickness here, to transform themselves into something other than human, because living their lives as humans didn't work out so well for them, so why not become something else? Then they won't have their emotions weighing so heavily on them that if they are something else physically, they can act, they can conduct themselves in a different way, a non-human way, and it would be acceptable because you're not human. Why should you be held to human standards? You shouldn't, right? And at the end of the day, ultimately, what they really wanted was a home, and Iramui became a home for them. He used her to fulfill every single wish that they had. And you can understand now why Faputa is so angry, why she asks Reg in the beginning, I will give you everything, I'll give you every part of myself, as long as you keep your promise that we destroy that village. They all played a part in using her mom as a tool, taking advantage of her, regardless of the physical or emotional pain that they were putting her in. A fucking child. She is the biggest victim in this whole situation. I feel so bad for her. Anyway, pretty sure I fully understand the situation now. But so that kind of because at first I was like, well, Bailiff is a hypocrite, you know? He was so distraught and consumed with guilt that he had been eating children, someone's children, and using her to that end, and, you know, and continued to do so, even though he knew. At first he didn't know, ignorance, you know, you can't really fault him. But then he knew, and he still continued to eat it, even though he told them no, but he still wanted it, and he admits that. But then when you're in this non-human form now, you wanted Mitty. She's a child. She may not look like one. She is kind of, you lose your human form. That doesn't mean you're not human, though, on the inside. You wanted to consume a human child, but he wouldn't let you have her. So you made a copy of her. So you're eating children again. It's just funny, the irony of it all. That was the reason you essentially wanted to die or to become something else, because you couldn't handle that guilt. Well, now you're something else, so I guess what you eat really doesn't matter to you. It's funny that the thing you were so disgusted by that you were eating, yet you desired so much, you still desire it just as much now that you're a monster. You just don't have to feel bad about it. It's funny. Anyway, those are my thoughts. If I missed anything, please let me know. I'm pretty sure Faputa has the eggs, the other 3 eggs or something. So again, if I'm understanding correctly, they fear her because of what she could do with those wishes, maybe. But they want to be like her more than anything because she is like the pinnacle. She is the best of them, right? They probably want to be just like her. To have the eggs, that power, but yet also fear them because they could destroy them. You never know what kind of price you're gonna have to pay with that for that wish. So Wazukyan is a piece of fucking garbage, and I hate him. He's the worst of all those villagers. They're all guilty, but he's the most so. But anyway, alright, I'm gonna add all this into my reviews somewhere. Hopefully it's not so abrupt. But make sure you guys watch the whole review, please. But yeah, anyway, other than that, I'm gonna let you guys finish the rest of the review. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, guys, and I will catch you in the next reaction. Bye.